Guys, so welcome to Tuesday Newsday. Special one, this one for us. It's the last. We've got what, 4 days left now before Corey arrives and John Martinez arriving from the States, and really that is a huge event for us because Corey Chadwick's one of the biggest players in cryptocurrency that you are ever going to meet. How often do you get the chance to walk up to, say hello to, shake hands with a multi-millionaire who's made all of that money just in the last couple of years doing something that you have the capacity to do right now? And not only do you have the capacity to do that, he's going to tell you which trades to make. You don't have to understand it right now. You can just watch him. He'll teach you as well, because he puts out training videos and everything else, but everything that you need to know is there. And this Saturday, you can get to meet him face to face. That's a huge deal. The bigger deal, of course, is that you can bring as many people as you want. Now, we are getting full. But you can still bring as many people as you want who can come across and see him. And if you have prospects and you take them across and sit them in front of this, surrounded by a chunk of people who are hyper enthusiastic about it, how can your prospects say no to that? That's a gift for you in your business today. If you haven't got your 3 today, you have to have 3 people with you by next Saturday and have them there. They don't have to pay to come. Excuse me. And your business can grow beyond expectations. Simon, your thoughts on it?
Okay, real simple, guys. If you haven't got your 3, if you haven't got 2, if you haven't got 1, if you haven't got diddly squat, you need to drag people kicking, screaming, shouting to this event because it will be free of charge for them. Now, most people, when they drive to the event, they're going to drive in a car that's basically got 3 other seats. So fill the other seats. Do not, I repeat, do not come on your own. That would be a waste of petrol and a waste of time. You need to make sure that you bring as many people with you to see the message as you can. None of this stuff about, oh, I've seen it all before. No, you haven't. You have not. You won't have seen an event like this. You won't have heard from people of this ilk. This guy, Corey Chadwick, has made millions and millions and millions in the last 12 months. I don't know how many people you know that would know that anybody is looking at crypto. You might speak to people that know about cryptocurrency, and then they might tell me and say, oh, yeah, that was a fad. It's come and gone. But Corey Chadwick doesn't buy crypto. He trades crypto. That is a massive difference. Nothing to do with that. No, he trades crypto. Roger, we need to mute.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
So basically, he is trading it, not buying it. So do not get confused. So here's a great prospecting technique. This is what you need to be doing all this week. Do not sleep. Do not sleep. I use this sentence for masses if I want to be speaking to people internationally. I'll be turning around saying, hey, Steve, hey, Mary, hey, Jane, do you know anybody in Australia? What do you think the prospect will turn around and say? Why? Oh, my business is launched in Australia. It's rocketing. It's going crazy. And I'm looking for key people that want to get involved in Australia that want to make a significant income. So let's now just turn this around a little bit. So if you turn around and said, hey, Mary, hey, John, hey, Jane, do you know anything about cryptocurrency? And if they turn around and say, well, yeah, there's a bit of a thing of the past. Well, that's funny you should say that because you got people like Richard Branson, Alan Sugar, who have all invested billions and billions and billions into it. But I'm going to an event and I've got 2 VIP tickets that I can invite people to go. That's nothing to do with buying cryptocurrency. So we don't want your money, so you can put your wallet back, but it's about trading crypto. I'm going to listen to a person that we've flown over from America who's only 27 years old, and he's made millions and millions and millions from crypto. If you want to come, if you want one of my VIP tickets, you want to sit in my car, you want to come with me, then that's great. Let me know, because I've only got 2, and I'm rushing around like mad to get these tickets moved. It doesn't cost you a dime, and just let me know if you'd like to attend. It will be well worth your time. So just use it as a technique. That's all you got to do, just as a technique. Back to you, Roger.
It's because you and I and Simon Kendrick were having a conversation less than an hour ago, and we were talking about just the size of the opportunity that's in front of people. Because, yeah, we hear people talking about the fact that, you know, let's not make any bones about it. Crypto had a horrible year last year. The headlines were all negative. Crypto mining dived. It just plummeted. Corey made millions at it. And he's going to tell you exactly how he did it. And in fact, not only does he tell you how he did it, last year, all year long, he sent us alerts. So much so that if you'd followed every single trade that he did, you would have made 1,700% profit on everything that he did. Now, Simon Kendrick's long been an advocate of following him. Simon's sort of fanatical about following Corey's crypto alert. So Simon, you take over. You tell us what you think of following what Corey tells us.
I actually had the privilege of sitting down with Corey in America at the bar, funnily enough. We were just having a chat, and I think he just finished one of his sessions at the, at the convention, sharing his story, sharing his knowledge. And it was just nice to spend some time with him, you know, man to man, learning about each other. And he's a very, very humble guy. He's very, very, very down to earth. But, you know, his track record speaks for itself. And remember, guys, this is as well as having Corey in his track record, this is all verified as well. These are trades that they have to be recorded in order for us to maintain that public status as a company. So there's no hiding from it. We're not making this stuff up. You know, this is all. It's all powerful stuff. There's nothing personally for me to say here that you guys don't already know. You don't already know. Now, I know just from my experience and, you know, my connections on Facebook, there's a lot of people out there who have either been burned in crypto because they've not followed the right advice, or they've just dived in because the neighbour next door, his cousin's auntie, got involved, and it all sounded great, right? We've got the real deal here. So if you're not too sure of how to paint the picture of crypto to a prospect, then Saturday is your best opportunity to do just that by putting them in front of Corey. I remember, and it stuck with me ever since. You know, I had that conversation with Corey. He said, "Listen, Simon," he said, "this is my thing." And he said, and you might have just heard me say it on the live, he said to me, "I read cryptocurrency charts like you watch movies." I thought, wow. And, you know, he's backed it up with his track record to date. And, you know, I don't see anything changing anytime soon. So if you're not attending that event, then, hey, that's on you. If you're attending an event, this one in particular, and you're not bringing prospects, again, that's on you. Okay, but it's going to be a powerful event, and I'm really looking forward to it. So you've got a few days left. Get those messages out, make those phone calls, put the importance on it, put the urgency on it. It's not all the time we have an opportunity like this to put our prospects in front of someone like Corey Chadwick, especially in a space that's gaining so much attention right now. So there's my thoughts on it.
Guys, can I just jump in and say this one thing? If you won the lottery or you've made a fortune, you don't need to make a lot of money, then don't promote it. Don't sell the concept. But I tell you now, I know everybody on this Zoom, and you haven't won the lottery. So get off your backside and go to town and go to work to speak to your contacts and invite them Say, this is where I'm going to be. This is what I'm going to. This is why I'm going to it. Come with me. But don't just leave it on the basis of, oh, let me know if you're interested. No, I need to know now. I don't want to know tonight. I don't want to know tomorrow. I need to know now. I've only got these 2 tickets available. If you want one of them, fantastic. If you don't, fantastic. I wish you all the best. It's all about posture. It's about being strong with your contacts. Rog, back to you.
Well, the thing is, more than we've ever said before, this time spaces are really, truly limited.
Yeah.
The room that we're going to be in, our usual room is taken, it's booked. There's weddings on it Saturday. So the room that we're going to be in is half the size of the rooms that we're normally in. So we're not going to have desks like we normally have for our KISS events. We're going to cram people in, and we are going to cram people in. We'd love to be in a position where we've got to turn around and say to the leaders, look, guys, you're going to have to step outside because we've took too many guests in. That's where we want to be at. And don't forget, there is another event happening the day after that would cost you nearly 3 times as much to go and see. You'd have to pay to take your prospects to see that, and you won't have the same atmosphere. You want to get your prospects there, and you want to show your prospects the best showing that you can get. And not just for crypto and not just for Forex, because we've got Joe Martinez there with us as well. Joe Martinez is flying just the same as Corey, flying tens of thousands of miles. Or thousands, is it tens of thousands? Is it just thousands and thousands of miles? It's a long way. It's a long way. We were talking about it before, and we were just saying, Corey is actually going to fly from taking off to landing, taking off in Dallas to landing in Manchester is 18 hours of traveling. And I'm going to pick him up in Manchester. So he's not going to get a break, because when I pick him up, I'm going to drive him straight over to the event, and he's just going to have time to go freshen up before he comes in and starts talking to you guys. If someone's prepared to travel for 18 hours solid to come and see you, surely you guys can drive for an hour or 2 or 3 or 4 to learn from him.
Yeah.
You know, these opportunities don't come across every single day. And we've got to maximize it. We've got to make the most of it. And the only way we make the most of it is putting people in front of them. Now, when we put people in front of them, don't forget, we're not in the business of twisting people's arms up the back and making them join. They have no obligation to join us when they come to see us. All we want to do is show them an opportunity and let them make their mind up for themselves. This isn't selling double glazing or life insurance or even car sales like I used to, where I really did put people's arms up the back to get them to buy a car. This isn't like that. All we want to do is give people an opportunity and let them make their own minds up. But if they haven't seen the full story, let them see the best possible story. And that's what Saturday's about, the best possible opportunity. Because typically, if you show people a video, or if you show people an article or something that we've printed and published, or a web page, they don't get to see the real man, and these are just mythical people. It's just something on paper. But when they can actually see him, and when they can ask him a question, there's a new level of power to that. And the truth is that your business will grow for it. So that's what we need to be doing right now. I was talking to Simon a couple of days ago, and we repeated it a short while since. And we were talking about just how powerful what we're doing in crypto can be worth. And think about this. If you were to put just £100 a month to one side and buy a bit of Bitcoin with it in Binance, and then use that £100 a month to copy what Corey did. We know from last year's results, he made £1,700. So £100 a month, that's £1,200 a year, it's 1,200 times 17, it's 19,400, something like that, that you would have made in 1 year for the sake of saving £100 a month. You could have put 100 quid in the bank and made maybe 20 quid out of it, or 10 quid or whatever it was. But you can make so much more from it. But the truth is, instead of doing that, so many of you guys are looking at it, loving it, believing it, but you're not sharing it with people. If you haven't got 100 quid, I understand that. £100 a month can be a lot of money. But if you find 3 people, you save 150 quid a month on your subscription. And you can turn it into a fortune. I actually ran it through the compound calculator to see what it did. And if I put it through at Corey's numbers at 1,700% per year profit, I wouldn't like to tell you how many zeros were at the end of that by the end of 5 years. And I thought, well, realistically, when we do this, you don't trade with every penny. Because if you trade with every penny and one goes wrong, then you tend to lose everything. So we tell everybody about risk management when it comes to trading, and we tell people just put a little bit on. So what happens if you took Corey's figures and divided it by 10? And let's say you only got 10% of the results that Corey got last year. Well, if you put £100 a month and bought crypto with it, that you've saved by getting 3 people, so you're 50 quid a month up anyway to go and have a beer or a meal or whatever you want to do with 50 quid. Put £100 a month into Binance for 5 years and follow Corey's trades when they come through, using just 10% of the equity that you've got in it. Then in 5 years, it turned into a touch short of 3 million quid for £100 a month. And copy and paste. How frequently are those trades coming out, Si? Once every couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Once every couple of weeks, copy and paste some numbers. I mean, how hard can it get?
I think a lot of this comes down to mindset. A lot of this comes down to mentality. Everyone here has their own reasons for being here. You know, many people from different walks of life got their own reasons for being here. You've all got, different ambitions and goals. You've all got, different targets and achievements that you want to go out and achieve. It's up to you how bad you want it. And look, I'm not saying any different to what Simon would say, Roger would say, what anybody would say who's been successful in the industry. You've got to ask yourself how bad you want it and what you're willing to do to go make it happen. The sacrifices as well that, you're going to put in place to go make it happen. Do a lot for a little in the beginning. I heard this recently, and it rang a bell with me. You do a lot for a little in the beginning, but then you start seeing that change and you start seeing that you're doing a little for a lot. You're never going to get to that stage until you're true to yourself. Ask yourself why you're here, what it is you want to achieve, and are you going to make the commitment? That's the key word here, is commitment. Are you committed? Not to Cavera, not to the products or the services. Are you committed to yourself? Are you being true to yourself? Are you going to do whatever it takes? Are you going to attend events? Are you going to attend calls? Or are you just going to jump on calls, listen and think, oh, that was a great call, and then get back to whatever it is that you were doing? I'm just going to say it as it is. It's down to you as the individual. You know what you need to do. It's up to you to do it.
There's a bit more about the commitments as well, to be honest with you, because if you're going to bring your friends or if you're going to sponsor people that you don't know, however it is you're bringing people on, you take a responsibility for helping them to succeed as well. So you don't just have to make a commitment for yourself. You've got to make a commitment to the people that you bring into your team. Now, if you make that commitment, you've got to see that through. But the thing is, you make real friends because of doing that. Simon and I have been friends for 28 years, and we met through network marketing. And we're both getting old now, but I've only got one other friend that I've known for longer than Simon. People come and go in your life, but you can make true lifelong friendships through a common interest and a mutual goal, helping as many people as you can. And a lot of people think it sounds corny when you turn around and say, we're in it to help other people. Of course, we're in it to help ourselves. Nobody said that you don't have to help yourself. But if you can make a living out of helping other people, rather than making a living out of. When I sold cars, the object of the exercise was when the customer walked through the door, my job was to see how much money I could take off him for that car that was sat there. The car may have had a set price, but there were ways that I could put more profit into it. We don't do any of that. We're not trying to take from people. We're trying to give to people. And I think that's something really, really powerful. And that's something that we're sort of missing here. So if you've got people in your team, you've got to make sure that you're there to help them. And if you haven't got people in your team, and there are people on this call right now who are in my team that haven't got their people, if you're not asking me every single day to help, you're missing out. You're nutty, guys, because there isn't anything, you guys should know by now, there isn't anything that I won't do to help. There isn't anything that Simon Brooks won't do to help. There isn't anything that Simon Kendrick won't do to help my team. And the same thing for me helping Simon Kendrick's team, even though there's no financial benefit to either of us to help other people. But the fact is, we're all one team. We're one. Julie Brooks said it best at the last KISS event. She said, we're one family. And that's exactly what we are. So we all want to work together as a family and build together as a family. So this is about trying to build it. So right now, this Saturday, we've got Corey, and we've laboured Corey now. We've done to death what you have to benefit out of coming across and listening to Corey. In addition to having Corey there, we've got Joe Martinez there. That's the second time Joe Martinez has visited this country in 3 months. He's going to, I believe he's going to come back again later on in the summer. I'm planning to stay a little bit longer. But right now, Joe Martinez is a great speaker. And Joe Martinez, again, is traveling thousands of miles to come and see us. He's arriving a little bit earlier than Corey. I think he's arriving about 6 hours earlier. So, again, we're arranging to have him brought across to talk to us. When Simon Kendrick was talking about mindset, well, Joe Martinez is the expert on mindset. Joe Martinez does a tremendous job of talking about that, and he's going to go through mindset with you. So we've got a real action-packed day when it comes to the content that we have. Down to you guys to make it special. We'll do our bit to help. You're part of it.
The thing is, on tonight's Zoom, we've got 5 ladies who are flying into the event. We got them coming in from Northern Ireland and from Denmark. So if these guys can get on a plane to actually be at the event, and you live in the UK or you've got contacts in the UK, surely they could just get in a car and they could drive to the event. In my 31-year career, I just don't get it. I really don't get it with people that tell me, say, oh, I can't go. Oh, I've heard it all before. Really? I just always go to an event to come away and walk away with just one golden nugget. That's it. That's all I look to do. Just one golden nugget that I can put into practice in my business, and it can go like a locomotive. And that's what we're saying to you guys. You know, we keep building on, bleeding on, and everything else on with this event, and it's all about, you know, attend the event, attend. The majority of you, I think 90% of you that are on this call are booked in for the event, which is great. So we look forward to seeing you at the weekend.
Give us a wave if you're actually coming. Give us a wave so we can see people on screen waving. Yeah. Looks like most people there. So let's flip around. Let's say something more positive for people, Simon, as well, because Simon and I were talking. Simon Kendrick, Simon Brooks, and myself have been talking. We've been working on something that's going to be a little bit special for us all in the coming weeks. Yeah. One of the biggest problems that we do hear people saying, and we understand when people say, I've invited people, but I can't get people to come. Well, this event's something special, and I don't get that. You can get people to come. But on a day-to-day basis, the key thing that we have to do is find more people to expose to our opportunity. Because we talk time and time again about it being like a pipeline or a funnel, and you have to put people in one end and they come out as distributors at the other end, and somewhere along the process, some drop out. That's the reality. That's the way life works. We've been working on a system that's going to help automate some of that. And we've been working with a guy that Simon Brooks has found. And the three of us had a long conversation with him a couple of weeks ago. And he put a system to us that he thought was fabulous. And it's great for tracking your prospects and making sure that they're doing things and everything else. But we said, well, that's great, but that's not actually helping us to find new prospects. We need something different. And when the three of us explained what it was that we needed, he understood what we needed. And so we combined something. We combined our marketing expertise and us understanding our markets and his technical expertise. And Simon, you tell them what he's working on for us.
Okay. In my 31 years, and you're going to hear me say that time after time after time, the biggest issue I've always found with a distributor is that they turn around and say, oh, I've spoken to my whole warm market. Really? How many people have you spoken to? Oh, I've spoken to 4 people. Right. That's your whole warm market. Great. So I spoke to this guy and I said, right, having all the funnels and everything else is fine, but what we need is a lead generation system. So we need a system where people can go into a funnel, it can approach people for people, and then we can have videos, we have systems, and we can get everybody right up to the wire and get them to join. He's got a whole marketing team that he's working as we speak right now. I've just sent him another message saying that we need to try your funnel. It's like, even with this system, you know, if you see the recording of the Zoom presentation that we do on a Wednesday, and you give that to one of your contacts, you never know if your contact has actually watched it unless you've actually followed them up or they come back to you and said, I want to know more. With his system, it lets you know if that person has actually watched it. So that is a significant difference. That's apart from the lead generation bit. But
how much of it they watch as well.
Yeah. What excites me the most is to find the actual original lead in the first place. Now that's what really caught my attention, got my attention. That's why I'm working with this guy. And again, he's a young guy. He's like 25, something like that. So he understands it. And he's been in networking before. It was a tough company, and he said it was really hard. So he said, I know what you're up against, and I know what you're looking for. I sent him one of the recordings where he actually came on to one of our Zooms. It wasn't last week, it's the week before. And then I sent him one of the recordings for him to show all his team. He said, right, he said, we can really dismantle that, and we can really pick up on it, put some components in, put some pieces in, and really go to town with it. I said, well, if you can do that, then we can get masses on it. If we can prove it, because I don't want to promote anything unless I can test it. I said, so we need to get it up and running. Let me test it and let me see if I can just recruit one person just to begin with. Because if you can recruit one, you can recruit 1,000. So that's what's in the pipeline. That's what we're looking into. That's what we're looking to perfect. That's what we're looking to help people with. Do you think that would benefit you? Turn your cameras on and give us a wave if you think that would help you. Okay, so it's going to help 3 of you, 4 of you, 5 of you, 6 of you. The rest of you are going to have to be out of luck. Okay, well, the thing is, folks, this is only going to get better and better and better. And with the product, there's something that will be launched. I don't know if it's going to be days, weeks, months, or whatever, but it's going to be a game changer. It will absolutely make your business rocket. And when I mean rocket, I don't say that lightly. I say rocket. It will be out of control. So you are in the right place at the right time. We've just got to hang on, and we just got to keep going and going and going and building it and building it and building it and building. Guys, I think we're more or less done. We're up now 31 minutes. So anything else you want to say, Rog?
Nothing else from me. I think you guys know what it is. We're looking forward to an amazing weekend. I love the times when we all get together anyway.
Simon Kendrick's got something to say. Go on, Simon.
Yes, Simon, the excuse me, that thing you were just talking about then about big news coming out from the company and all the rest of it, is that what you're talking about? The game changer? Right. I know Anthony shared it within his Facebook group. I can actually go and share it in a group if people are open to watching that replay. I've actually got it downloaded on the desktop.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like it as well.
But it's not to go outside of Cavera because of compliance reasons. Because they haven't officially said anything yet. But maybe we can discuss it and I'll post it up somewhere.
Okay, well, let's keep it hush-hush for a minute.
Yeah.
We know it's going to be coming. And it's really, really, really exciting.
It's massive.
I mean, we're talking Forex and we're talking pips. Now, if any of you understand what a pip is, what pips do they get a week?
1,000.
1,600.
1,000 plus.
Well, yeah. Multiple traders and between 1,000 and 1,600 per week.
Yeah, that's not a month. That's a week.
And we all avoided swearing. None of us got too excited, but big numbers.
I mean, that doesn't not pay your subscription, but pay your mortgage. Oh no, I'm not going to go that far.
Don't do that one.
I can't do that. Past performances, not guaranteed of future results and all that stuff and everything else. But this will be a game changer. So hang on to your belt and I'll tell you what, this ride is going to be so phenomenal this year. If you're looking for something really, really different this year, you are now in the right place at the right time. And I tell you now, do not forget, tomorrow evening, we have our presentation call. You've got to get as many people onto that call as possible. Get as many people around your house or you go around to their house, get your prospects looking at the call, looking at the presentation. Because for a lot of people, they say, oh, I don't know how to present it. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. There's so much to do. It's all confusing. Don't do it then. Let the professionals do it. Get people in front of the presentation. Don't work hard, work smart.
For yourself. This week, the next couple of days, just think of this as your own personal funnel for a couple of days. First step in the funnel, get people to listen tomorrow night. Then get them across to meet us on Saturday. And on Saturday, we'll get to see them all face to face. We'll get people in, and then we'll take it on from there. But you've got 2 chances this week of getting people attracted and into this business. And like we said, we said last week, we talked about doing meetings at your home, and it was good last Wednesday when we looked on the Zoom call, we could see people in different places that had people around and were doing meetings at home. That's fantastic. Do the same again this week. But this Saturday, then most of you have already bought your tickets. Don't come alone. Apart from anything else, if you're going to drive 3-4 hours, it's going to be boring. Have somebody to talk to. Bring someone across. Let's get them excited. Let's build your team. So we're going to be on the call tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
Yep.
I'm going to send the link over to Simon in the next half hour. You'll all get that. And we'll see you all on Saturday. I love the meetings when we all get a chance to get together, because right now we're talking to a screen and we're not getting much feedback from you because we have you muted, because otherwise there's stuff happening in your backgrounds. When we all get together and we get feedback from all of you, the atmosphere is 1,000,000 times better. So you will have a fabulous time at the weekend. We'll see you all then.
Okay. Catch you later, guys.
See you all tomorrow, guys. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.